Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody. 5 ways, yes, it certainly is time to get cozy and see some fantastic action tonight. Going with this theme, it was going to be Dino Super Friends. There certainly are, one Super Friend in Domri Anarcho Bolas, but just having Planeswalkers that ramp and interact, take out creatures or planeswalkers on the opponent's side of the field. Yes, hello everyone watching right now, later on, whenever it is, wherever it is you are. Hopefully it's good. If you're watching this in the morning afterwards, well, I think it's going to be pretty fantastic and exciting. Very, very explosive with Snapdax here. You guys may have seen me use it before. It is white and black, so that's where the 4-color part of tonight is coming. Whew. And I think it can splash pretty easily for this. Yes, first time 5-way as well. Of course, Snapdax from Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. It is a dinosaur cat nightmare, but at least partly a dinosaur. So that brings me to the consistency of casting this. Because it's a dinosaur, it needs 3 colors. I think Pillar of Origin is a no-brainer. Choose a creature type. Of course, we will choose Dinosaur, and then we can tap to add 1 mana of any color for any dinosaur. So that is definitely going to help cast this easily. And now we'll move on to the lands, of course. Unclaimed Territory. Possibly could have gone 2 copies of this, or 4 copies, I should say. But we just named Dinosaur. Tap for 1 mana of any color for a dinosaur, and then Secluded Courtyard as well. 6 things there to help cast Snapdax, and 4 more lands. I feel Savai Triome, well, I mean, it doesn't give us green. It gives red, of course, which, you know, could be used for Rampaging Raptor, Domri, potentially, Regis or Alpha. So it's not like it completely goes to waste, but it either gets that black or that white that we need for Snapdax. Now, keep in mind, I don't actually need black for its mutate cost. If you take a look there, the mutate cost is 2, a black or a red, and then 2 white. So really, technically, I only ever need white if I want to mutate it. But oftentimes, you know, this could potentially come down on turn 3 as a creature itself. So you wouldn't need that source of black in its regular casting cost. And also keep in mind, cost reduction on mutate as well is affected. So sometimes we will be able to mutate Snapdax potentially. If I have Marauding Raptor out and Otepic Huntmaster, Snapdax's mutate cost does drop to a black or a red and 2 white. The same cost as his regular casting cost. Of course, when we mutate it, deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker, and we gain 4 life. So we get a stabilize, we get a take out, who knows what. Quite a few things for 4 damage. And it also gives double strike to whoever I mutate on. You can imagine, you know, Rampaging Raptor, that would be lovely stuff to mutate onto this. But then we could potentially use Rampaging Raptor's ability to make it 6 power, a 6/4, double strike, trample haste is pretty menacing. Could be an 8/4. You know, if there's a future turn and we have enough mana to sink into its ability. Love it. Mutate it on a thing to make it scarier. Then you take out one of their creatures and you gain 4 life. That's going to be pretty fantastic. But overall, the inspiration was just to have like 8-ish chances to see interaction for the opponent. The 4 Domries here. The 4 Snapdax. If you mutate a Snapdax on a Snapdax, you get those triggers twice, which is, well, that packs a punch. Take out a Shieldred. Boom. In one go. Love it. Love it. Otherwise, everything is, you know, pretty standard, I guess you could say. Tranix Rex, well, hopefully I can mutate a Snapdax on this to make it trample, ward 4, haste, double strike, toxic 4. And keep in mind, if Tranix Rex can hit twice in one turn, that means the opponent gets 8 poison counters with the toxic 4 there. It's not just one instance of combat. Double strike, boom. 8 toxic or poison counters. If Tranix Rex has already hit the previous turn, they already have 4. Then if he hits twice the next turn, there will be at least at 10 poison counters and dead right away. I think so. I think so. Very interesting. Yes, Pterosaurus. Oh, absolutely. But again, very consistent, I think. 4 Pillar of Origins, 4 Secluded Courtyard, 2 Unclaimed Territory, and Savai Triumph for a total of 14 things that can get me the 2 white for Mutate or the white and the black. We'll see how often it happens. It's felt pretty good in testing so far. Sideboard-wise, nothing too fancy. Back to nature, because I've been facing some Auras decks a little bit more often. Rampaging Frostodon, well, if I want to be more aggressive, if they have anything life gain related, felt like slapping that in there. And Brotherhood's End, JDX, if you're watching, or anybody else, of course, that's fantastic. Also, keep in mind, Brotherhood's End, of course, would take out Marauding Raptor. Not so. If I put Snapdax on Marauding, boom, that combined creature's toughness is 5 from Snapdax. If I put it on top, of course. Usually I would. Excuse me. So that's going to be nice. Potentially saving some of the weaker creatures. Bouncer's Beatdown. I don't like Dimir Rogues. Or Rakdos. Or Grixis. Whatchamacallit. The name's on the tip of my tongue. The one with oil counters, a 6/6 flying. Metamorphic Alteration. They make it a copy of it. Then it comes around to your turn and you don't have any oil counters on your copied version and you automatically lose the game. We'll probably face it tonight, but Dimir Rogues, Grease Fang, Rakdos stuff. I just, it's been making me feel the pain, so I want to make them feel the pain with this. Hopefully. Alright, I say we jump into it, hope for the best, and well, it's certainly going to be very nice. Hopefully getting turn 3 Snapdax, Hasty, off of the turn 2 Otepec Huntmaster. I bet that's going to happen tonight, but just tons of removal with Snapdax. If I can find the right mix, perhaps that is a pretty fantastic way to go about it. The first Snapdax, mutating, boom, we would take out a creature. If I draw another copy, mutate it on itself, take out 2, for a total of 3 so far, with 2 Snapdaxes, gaining a bunch of life, Domri to fight. Well, this hand is not going to make our night. Certainly have to get rid of that. Big time. Although, of course, it is very nice seeing a tap land, because I don't have any turn 1 plays, and hey, that is lovely stuff. Shifting or rampaging. Or Savai Triumph. Well, I do need a forest. I think I'll do that. And hopefully draw some lands coming up. Oh, Thoughtseize is going to take away Marauding Raptor. Nuts. Or they do have Fatal Push for Marauding, potentially. That's alright. So, hopefully they play something for 2. Oh, it's, yes. Oh, Concealing Curtains. Interesting. Did not expect to. Oh, okay. Just a bunch of discard stuff. I think they'll get rid of Huntmaster now. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we got to the 4th land at least. Hopefully they don't have any more Thoughtseizes or that thing, but it seems maybe they have 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Dreams of Steel and Oil. Reveal our hand, choose an artifact or creature. Yeah, ugh. Not great, not great. Yeah, it's just all about the discard, unfortunately. Not the best way to start a night, I must say. We'll make something happen eventually. Of course, mulliganing against an opponent who's focused on discarding is never going to be a fun time. We're already down 1 card, and now, well, that's okay. Got enough lands at this point. I don't expect we'll be getting Galta down too easily. Probably going to trim Galta for game 2. Bringing the Bouncer's Beatdown. I imagine they have other creatures that are black related. Partially black related, but I still feel it's probably mono black. be surprised if they didn't have something else that discarded. They'll do something eventually, putting us to sleep here. Shieldred. Not Shieldred. Okay, so there's more discard. So the plan is trim the curve if possible, make it as low as possible, and barf everything I have in hand for game 2. If I have nothing in hand, well, their stuff that makes us discard is dead. Mostly. We got there. Of course, they will make shifting sacrifice, but either they get shifting discarded, or Liliana's +1 would eventually make shifting get discarded. Better to have her -2 instead of +1. Chances are shifting wasn't going to be long for this world anyways. Okay, never mind. Tegrid certainly does the trick. No winning that one. No siree. So Tegrid, for anybody that doesn't know, when an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent, they put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under their control. So we would have had to sacrifice shifting, and they would have just got shifting. Really nothing else we could have done there, but Bouncer's Beatdown is big time. Liliana, Tegrid, the Curtain, Eyeball, yes please, and Rampaging. Trim that Galta. Trainix Rex, I think so. Bouncer's Beatdown should be enough, and Snapdax and Domri. This is a lot of interaction here, that's for sure. At the very least, Domri might just fight Tegrid, and hopefully they don't cheat out too much, or anything. Of course, Tranquil Throwback might potentially be nice. Exile our own graveyard, so that they can't get a whole lot back. Of course, we could exile it, but then we'll just sacrifice something later on, and then they'd get it, so... Tranquil Throwback maybe not doing quite so much. 2 more though. Shifting, I think. I like keeping Rampaging Raptor, of course, because we've seen Liliana, so if Rampaging Raptor connects, the damage it deals to the opponent is also dealt to Liliana, which might be enough to take her out in fantastic fashion, and a pretty good looking hand. Of course, it's nice to see 2 Hunt Masters. Hopefully that means one of them is going to stay alive. Well, I don't know. Against a deck like this, I'd probably bet against it. Oh, we've seen 1 mulligan. Oh, fantastic stuff. Beautiful. The discards is going to be piling up on us. Hopefully the opponent is going to be, well, we'll be munching on the opponent. Cross my fingers. Oh, what's it going to be? Oh, I have no idea, guys. Oh. Almost makes me wish for Leyline of Sanctity. The white Leyline, 2 and 2 white. You have hexproof. Which is pretty lovely stuff. However, I bet they don't have something that can get rid of artifacts. They might. So it is fantastic to have something down that's stable. Cross your fingers. They don't get rid of Domri. That's my hope for next turn. At the very least, I think we'll either get Hunt Master or Domri, and hopefully Regis or Alpha a little bit later. Okay, so it is mono black Waste Not. I was wondering about that. Let me think. Now, Rampaging Raptor. Get her done. I wasn't able to play 2 things, so let's play the thing that can start dealing some damage. Maybe they have something to kill it. Either we discard or we lose Rampage. Okay, that's fair enough. Domri for 3, Otepec for 2. Play out as much as possible each turn. Try to play out 2 spells a turn. Hopefully. Oh, they don't have Fatal Push. They had 1 Black Source up and they didn't kill Huntmaster. They know Regis or Alpha is coming up. That is revealed, so they might be saving some removal for it, perhaps. They gotta have something to discard. Maybe they don't. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they get 1 zombie. We get Savai Triumph. Don't really need lands. We need creatures. We can pretty much play anything at this point. You know what? Let's get it down. I was thinking of cycling it, but there could have been a good chance I wouldn't have been able to play whatever I did draw. Certainly could fight that zombie, but I might need Otepec Huntmaster's haste. We got nothing in hand. This is where it's at. Of course, Liliana, Waker of the Dead, could use her ability. We'll take 3 or lose 3 life, because we can't discard a card, unfortunately. So now hopefully all they draw is Thought Seizes and other discard spells. That'd be ideal. Eventually. Tigrid's Lantern, okay. Well, at least it isn't Tigrid herself, but that is going to be, pretty problematic. Tapping, target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. I may just sacrifice Pillar of Origins. Possibly. Maybe Huntmaster. I'll take 3 just in case. I might need all that. Oh, well, I don't need another Domri. Where's the creatures when you need it? I'm not there. Save that copy of Domri in my hand just for discarding purposes. Of course, waste not. They'll get a little bit of... Oh, okay. We sacrifice a creature and discard a card. Well. A little bit rough. Cross your fingers for just about any creature. Not a Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Snapdax? Well, we'd probably have to sacrifice Snapdax, I would imagine. Guess a +1. Lose 3 life. Tigrid's Lantern. That's probably going to be about it. If we don't draw something with haste next turn. Interesting. They're going to attack Domri. I'd just do as much damage as possible to us. Huh. Odd. Don't really need Savai Triumph. They get 2 black. Can't do a whole lot with that. Oh, they can. Forgot about Tigrid's Lantern's ability. I guess we'll sacrifice Pillar of Origins now, and yeah, we discarded a non-land, or we discarded a land, so Waste Not gave them 2 black, and they used that, and we could mail that. No, we're not going to persevere through that, I think. I don't think there was much of a chance. Not enough of a chance to trudge through it. Yeah. Snapdax, that's going to come down. Of course, Snapdax does have one of the best entrance animations. Love it. Not quite as good as Trapjaw Tyrant. Which, speaking of Trapjaw Tyrant, with this splashing stuff. I could make white work pretty good, or black dinos, just because Savai Triumph adds white or black and the secluded courtyards and Pillar of Origins. So I could have, well, I definitely could have made it rainbow dinos. It's been quite some time since I've done rainbow dinos. Pretty good potential there, I think. Not so much with this hand. I don't want that to be a keeper, although there could be a decent chance to get to 3 for Domri. No. Okay, well, that's definitely better. Send that Tyrannosaurus Rex to the bottom, and we'll see if we draw another one. Oh, we'll get him next time. Yes, definitely. Azorius Control. Well, that might about do it. At least I am starting off with shifting Ceratops, but oh, okay. Speaking of shifting Ceratops, good stuff. But still, nothing for 2 or 3 is. Oh, well, we got it. I definitely expect them to counter this, but it's worth a try. At least we dodge sensor. So that, oh, it works. Pillar of, no. Whatchamacallit? Portal, thingamajig. Wandering Emperor, something. Now the question is, what do I want them to burn the thing on? Could they have a counter spell? Could it be Wandering Emperor? Regis for Alpha could be nice. Let's try for that Rampaging Raptor. See what it draws out. We gotta play something. We'll draw out the Wandering. Well, folks, that is a very interesting indeed. They have nothing. They have no counter spell that makes us pay 2 or more. No actual straight up counter spell. No Wandering Emperor. Yeah. This is very good. Very, very, very good for us. I'm just going to go another Rampaging Raptor and see what they do about that. If the Wandering Emperor enters and exiles 1, the other one would kill it. This is good. They have to -2. That's all that happens. Unless they can bounce 1. That's pretty good, I think. Boom. Look. Dead. That's fantastic. I definitely think I like Rampaging Raptor better than Ripjaw. Of course, they're completely different. They do have the same mana value, but I did like that turn of events. Domri, interesting. Shifting Hasty, Regisaur Hasty, Rampaging Hasty. Oh, absolutely. I'm excited to keep using it more. Let's see. Okay. They only have 3 cards left. Hopefully they just drew land. Oh, okay. Well, we're getting into the range of Tyrannosaurus Rex here, folks. That's pretty nice. We got 6 mana. I'm going to try for Domri. If it lands, it does mean shifting Ceratops. Oh, so they do have something like that. I was wondering if there was something for non-creatures Censor. Very nice to see them send that pack in. Of course, it appears I could have gotten shifting off, but yeah. Oh, we got the fantastic Snapdax. Beautiful. Definitely want to use Savai Triumph, though. Leave Secluded Courtyard and Karplusan Forest, just in case I need 2 sources of green. Secluded Courtyard can be used for Dinosaur abilities, the mana for it, which is always very nice. Just going to keep drawing stuff out and slam Tyrannosaurus Rex eventually. Or Regisaur. Hasty Snapdax. Oh, okay. Well. At least I haven't played Teferi yet. Oh boy. Okay. Just Snapdax. I bet that's going to draw something out. Let it land. You can do it. At least I do have 2 mana left to pay for it. But look at that. Fantastic. Oh, they don't have anything. They're going to be digging for the sweeper. Draw out the sweeper with Snapdax. Boom. Regis or Alpha potentially safely. But it's nice to know they don't have much. Hopefully they didn't just get it. To fairy to bounce Snapdax. Okay. So maybe they have Wandering Emperor as well. Or just removal. Lay down arms. Okay. That is good. Oh, we're so close. So close to Tyrannosaurus Rex. My goodness. Absorb. Oh, hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. I don't have Carnage Tyrant in the sideboard, Pterosaurus. I was thinking about it. I have liked this different spin of not having Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannosaurus Rex too much, but I just love having him. I think I will just keep switching out Topiary Stomper, bring in Domri Anarchobolus for ramping and fighting and all that lovely stuff, and keep using Castle Garenbrig. Castle Garenbrig isn't in the list tonight. I certainly imagine Savai Triumph, Unclaimed Territory, or Secluded Courtyard. One of those things would have been Castle Garenbrig, meaning we would have gotten to Tyrannosaurus Rex already. Probably. Chances are one of those 3 would have been it. Yes, hashtag pre-recorded. Absolutely. Let's get that land. Let's do it. Land. One more land. Yeah. Yeah. I was a little bit worried, I must say. Not having Castle Garenbrig for that extra mana just to get us that much closer to Tyrannosaurus Rex. Probably going to be it for us this game, at least. We certainly know what they're all about. Wait and see at least a couple more turns if we get that final land. My oh my. How did I get so much life? That was 3 lay down arms. Yeah, 3 lay down arms. Then I took 1 damage from something. I'll try mutating it on Regis or Alpha. We'll see what happens. Counter. Something's happening. Yeah, that... Well, let's wait. We got to get that land eventually. It's got to happen. We'll see it. Oh, yeah. That's definitely going to do it. So, I know it's over. That's yeah. Rough stuff. I mean, technically, I could consider whenever I do see Secluded Courtyards, that would be, or would have been, Castle Garenbrig, so I can put it into perspective. How is this feeling right now, seeing Secluded Courtyard, and would I have rather had Castle Garenbrig in its place? Is it worth it enough to be doing all this for Snapdax? Maybe, maybe not. Of course, this is 2 matches so far, and that's definitely not a great indicator. You want as big a sample size as possible whenever you're making changes, but sometimes reasonings why or why not, that can become clear pretty quick. I mean, for the most part, if Tyrannosaurus Rex is connecting, it's already dealing more than double the damage of just Snapdax connecting. So you got to factor in that as well. Seems pretty fantastic. We got Huntmaster, Domri, turn 3. Oh, we've seen 2 mulligans from the opponents. Is it going to be a third? Whew. I think that that gives us a good chance for sure. We get whatever we play down. Now the question becomes Huntmaster or Pillar of Origins. Do they have Portable Hole, March of Otherworldly Light, which can deal with non-land permanents? Huntmaster doesn't power anything out, but I think I'll still try for it. Just in case I see some other dino next turn that costs 4. Shifting Ceratops, of course, would be ideal. Oh, that's not Shifting Ceratops. Okay, Domri. Draw out the Sensor. I sense a Sensor. Good stuff. Chip away with Huntmaster. Let's. Oh, okay, beautiful. They haven't done too much yet. I like it. I think they'll do something now. They only have 1 source of white still, which is quite nice indeed. Hopefully no absorb for this. Oh, no absorb. Well. That might mean you know who. Cycle. Thought they might cycle Shark Typhoon. They're waiting for something. Doing something to someone. Oh. Do they have... Perhaps. Maybe they got Settle the Wreckage. Of course, they won't be doing much to this. Hitting them for 9. Beautiful. Can't counter, can't target, at least this turn. Maybe they sweep next turn, but then we follow up with Rampaging Raptors, so their days are numbered. Boom. They have to do something. Rampaging Raptor, I think, could come down and bump itself with Domri. Yeah. They'll make a Samurai this turn. Oh, just a counter. Oh, there it is. Now they'll make a Samurai. That's okay, though. We'll still... Oh, yeah, we will still take her out. All right. Yes, beautiful. I can do it at least once. Now, I could fight the Samurai. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? They're just dead. They're just dead. Huh. Math is hard, folks. Math is hard. Huh. Yeah. There you go. Now you can imagine, switch around that. If Rampaging Raptor was Ripjaw Raptor, that would not have felt as good. Yes, could get... Wow. Yeah, math is for... taking out Azorius Control. Sometimes. Okay, we'll leave it like that. I could just never get away from Snapdax, though. Man, that guy. We'll mutate him onto one of the dinos tonight. We've got to. At least once. I mean, it looks pretty good. There's 2, well, technically 3 sources of red. 1 source of green with just a secluded courtyard. So shifting Ceratops might feel a little bit awkward here. However, it's 3 lands, Huntmaster, but definitely in a regular Gruul list, just red and green. The Savai Traums, at least one of these would have been another source of green. However, the Karplusan Forest does solve that. So we are looking pretty good. Hopefully they don't have something. It would be nice to get shifting next turn. Maybe they have a counter spell ready and waiting. Now they're going to cry because it's not doing anything. They could have something that targets. March of Otherworldly Light definitely is a possibility. But if we get just one hit... Oh, we get one hit off. Oof, beautiful. I'm always happy when Huntmaster sticks around when Azorius Control is on the play. That doesn't happen too often. Hey, just do it. Happy. Oh. Next turn, Dinosaur. Boom, we're off to the races. Maximum aggression. Sweep again. Favor Domri. Draw out something. Maybe they're holding on to that Wandering Emperor, perhaps. Absorb. Well, okay. Certainly nice drawing it out. Protecting Regisaur Alpha. I wanted to go Regisaur Alpha that turn. I guess we're trying for Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully not another... Ah. Wandering Emperor or Settle the Wreckage. Test the waters. Okay. Yeah, we still get a bit of damage. One more land means Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hopefully it's not a Savai Trial, man. It's a forest, unclaimed territory. That would be good. Samurai will do a little bit on him. A little bit to help him. Oh, okay. Yes, please, let's go. Maximum aggression. Bing, bang, boom. Wow. You can see why I love Tyrannosaurus Rex so much. It's good against this type of deck, but it's also good against everything else. Pretty much. Maximum aggression, absolutely. Nice calm music with aggressive dinos. They can't target it. You see what I mean? You get to do lovely stuff like that against Azorius Control. It is one deck. Maybe the meta share is single digit percents, 8-10%. So if you can really consistently beat up on one deck, yeah, that's nice. But there is 90%, 85% of the rest of the meta that you still have to do something good against. But Tyrannosaurus Rex is pretty scary against most people, I think. A scoop indeed. Phew, we got him. Again. Man, I don't like leaving home without Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, I must say. Well, at least we got that feather in the cap tonight. For T-Rex. Rex. Another Azorius Control, it would be pretty fantastic. Demir Rogues. Gruul vehicles, I really haven't seen a whole lot, I must say. Wonder what's taking them so long. Game has felt a little bit glitchy, at least on my phone. Lagging and whatnot. Perhaps that's happening to mono white humans. And they're on the play. Oy vey. The good stuff, the good stuff. You know what's coming in. Next. Huntmaster, hopefully it lives through no ossification or brutal Cathar. Cross your fingers. If Huntmaster lives at least a turn, hasty shifting might be pretty fantastic. Good stuff. Or portable hole is coming down. Phew. Okay. I still might trade with that recruitment officer, I must say. I won't be trading with that recruitment officer. I'm not blocking. No. Oh, excuse me. play Marauding and Shifting, hold everybody back. Marauding just as a 2/3 might be a kind of okay deterrent against their aggression. And of course, Shifting Ceratops being a 5/4. Yeah. Maybe it'll grind whatever they're trying to do to a halt. Or just buy us enough time. Oh, no, no. See, that almost messed me up. That was a close one. It wants me to use Secluded Courtyard, but Savai Triumph does not add a source of green, which would have meant no shifting. So gotta manually do that. Not today, Auto Tapper. It is not your friend. Decent enough bodies? Possibly. Possibly block with Huntmaster next turn. Not sure why they said nice. Maybe they have plans to do something. Well, we'll hold everything back and hope for the best. Maybe they said nice because they have removal for whatever we're doing, or they just figure we are dead, which certainly could be the case. They do have some lovely aggression. But we're going to have some lovely sweepers next game. At least they didn't get to Forest Land or a Mutavault. Kill some stuff. Domri next turn, fight some things. Regis Ralph at the very least, make 2 bodies. Decent. Bodies that are reasonably sized and still can trade with maybe the majority of their stuff. Maybe not that Hopeful Initiate, unfortunately. I just have to cross my fingers they don't get Brave the Elements anytime soon, or else we're definitely done for. White creatures they control gain protection from... Oh, Knight Errant of Eos. Okay. Maybe revealing 2 creatures that... Okay, both cost 1. I can't play anything this turn. That's pretty good. I mean, we won't be taking that thing out, but that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. We'll play some more bodies next turn. Unfortunately, getting kind of blocked up with a bunch of Huntmasters. Don't exactly need so many right now. Could be Huntmaster plus Regis Alpha. That'd be alright. If I draw another land. What do they got up their sleeve? Oh yes, definitely. Alright, just some more of this stuff and I'll hopefully get a Snapdax at some point. Snapdax definitely would have been pretty fantastic. Brave the Elements, I imagine. It's about to drop. They would name green and then only Huntmaster is able to block the biggest thing, which they would have lethal. Eventually. Are they going to play it? Taking them a while. Putting us to sleep. Oh, okay. They just played another thing. Okay, so it's not what I thought it was. Well, they still might have it. They do have 1 card in their hand. That could be that Brave the Elements. Well, at least we know they don't have it. But man, that stuff is getting big. Galta would be nice. We could attack with Galta if we got her. Luca might have been nice, maybe a couple turns earlier, but still, only have 4 lands, so I would have had to use 1 Phyrexian mana for Luca. He would have entered with 3 loyalty, and I wouldn't have been able to -4 and take out a few things. I'm just curious to see what I draw next turn. What's it gonna be? Yeah. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to, it wasn't really that good of a game, but, yeah. Can't win them all. Rampaging Frostna, Brotherhood's End, that's the thing. Then hopefully we see some Domries and Snapdax. Tyrannic Strikes, well, that's pretty costly. Don't exactly need that guy. Maybe Rampaging Frostodon could be good if we get it early enough. They play lots of little creatures and ping them for a bit. They don't have a whole lot of life gain, but still, the chipping away may be nice. I mean, it isn't 2 sources of red Brotherhoods, which could be pretty awkward with this list. The Secluded Courtyards, yeah, Pillar of Origins, I can't use that mana for Brotherhood's End, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I get another source of red. Maybe. That would be pretty fantastic. At the very least, I will just straight up get to play Snapdax, which is pretty good. Carplucent Forest, source of red, Secluded, source of white or black, and then the Pillar of Origins, source of white or black. Just hope they don't have that ossification. Phew. Yeah, get that guy down. Start beating them up. No, never mind. We won't be beating them up. That's unfortunate. Oh, Domri is a source of red. I do like to see that. Of course, he would be dead if I played him. I could ramp and I wouldn't be doing much of anything. It's a bugger. We will get a 4/4 and, well, 2 4/4s when we do sweep them. When we don't sweep them. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't see what you need. Of course, Pillar of Origins. I could have grabbed a mountain off of that. Normally, that would have been Thunderherd Migration. Well, we would have got them. But still, they could have had Brave the Elements in there just to save everybody, unfortunately. Yeah. Rough stuff indeed. Yeah. We'll get them. Nothing really you can do differently. It is pretty nice to get Snapdax down on turn 3, but of course they definitely were packing more removal. I imagine they brought it in from the sideboard and we were probably just doomed for. No, I don't want to risk it. 3 mana for dinos, but nothing for, well, 1 thing for 2, I should say. Okay, that's something. Try and make it work. Of course, 2 sources of red for rampaging is nice. We are facing off against 5 color Fires of Invention stuff. Let's see that third one next turn for rampaging. Excuse me. Or Leyline Binding is going to deal with, yeah. Hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. A couple moments tonight. Oh, nuts. Where is it? Probably pretty much over. Oh, okay. It's got to come up sometime. Definitely pre-recorded. Hey, if at least I can call what the opponent is doing, that's pretty good. It may be going rough for me, but now we still have a good time. At least you guys learned something, maybe about other decks. I think they're doing some pretty good stuff. We got a chance here. We got a chance here. We got to play for 2. But I'm not even gonna... There's no coming back from that. Especially because Back to Nature is not in. But Back to Nature is gonna bring our chances back up. 100%. I may mulligan a little aggressively for that. Snapdax? Yeah, I guess. Nah, we'll trim him. One of him. All but one. Yeah. Okay, let's see that Back to Nature. Watch me get Back to Nature. I keep it, but it's a hand that doesn't have sources of green. And then I just never get a source of green. Man, that would be painful. Oh, man, I'll keep it. Certainly nice to see more lands than the previous game. Of course, Huntmaster doesn't accelerate anything out yet, but we'll either get something else for 2, something for 3, one of the dinos for 4 that could potentially be hasty, or we deal with that Leyline Binding once again. Yes, no. Hey, that's how it goes. Never seen that before. Now that is the definition of rough, the exact same opening back to back. Well, we'll get to Tyrannosaurus Rex at some point, I think, with all these lands, so that is a silver lining. I mean, maybe Tyvar Stand, something to give hexproof could have helped. Well, okay, we got something that we can play next turn. Ooh. Fires of Invention. Oh, phew, good. They don't have anything that can actually, come to think of it. I'm almost tempted to go with Regis Ralph. If I would have gone Pillar of Origins, maybe we would have got Tyrannosaurus Rex next turn. But they still could have gone Leyline Binding on the Pillar of Origins, and I wouldn't have Regisaur at all. They're digging for that 4th land. Ugh. Where's that Back to Nature when you need it? Atraxa is decent. I hear it's a pretty good card. I've seen it used once or twice before. Reasonable-ish. It's got a couple good abilities. Death Touch, Lifelink, Vigilance. Yeah, could be better. Actually, I still get Tyrannosaurus Rex, yes. Let's do it. Yeah, she was okay. Tyrannosaurus Rex is scary. Of course, they would keep gaining life, but they don't want to take so much damage that to go down. We just take Atraxa down. Possibly I could have attacked with everybody, hoping that Atraxa would still block it. But I think potentially she would have blocked Regis or Alpha, still lived, attacked this turn, gained more life, then blocked on the following turn. Elish Norn. Well, she's going to be problematic. If we don't get back to nature next turn. Maybe. Tolsimir, Friend of Wolves, Fiend of Wolves, whatever it is. They get 2 wolves. Oh, Kenrith also decent. No, we're not busting through that. No siree. Just didn't see back to nature and how many cards was that? Yeah. How she goes. We had a thing, and sometimes you just don't see a thing. Even if you have 8 things that deal with a specific deck. Heck, sometimes a third of my deck or more, 20 plus cards, is 3 or less. It all ramps, and I don't see any of them in an opening hand, or the second hand, or the first few draws. It just happens. There's no way around it. I could maybe make that work, potentially. There isn't a source of red for Domri, due to secluded courtyard, but it does get both of those down. I'm going to give her a go. First mono green, first mono green devotion of the night, I expect. This'll be rough. I haven't seen mono green a whole lot, so I haven't really planned to do much about them. Another source of red next turn for rampaging, that would be pretty fantastic. Green is tasty, yes, definitely. Eat your veggies, folks. One day, they'll do something. They have to. Had some caffeine, so I won't fall asleep, but maybe you guys will. Or some of you already have. Hard to say. Took him a while. Mono green. Oh, should I play this forest? Or should I play this forest? I don't know. Or they could be lagging, because that was a pretty clear thing. Tail swipe, tends to do the trick. That's probably going to do it. Of course, tail swipe is pretty fantastic, and we've got another, technically, source of red. Be able to play rampaging next turn and just hope well, they don't draw a whole lot with staying up, playing arena. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, of course, if you have to get to bed to get some sleep, or anybody else, of course, the chapters will be there in the morning as always. Hopefully things turn around, but some nights hits, misses. Hopefully they don't have interaction. Cross your fingers. Maybe. Well, they don't have Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, so again, always looking on that positive side. More like mono green Stompy, I guess. Big, powerful creatures. Certainly when all you have is marauding raptors. Oh. Yeah, well, that was pretty quick. Yeah. Nothing I could have done differently. Possibly Brotherhood's End could take out some stuff. But sometimes they can be pretty big. Especially if they get that Grey Henge, which I'm certain they got fortunate to see it. They don't have a whole play set, so they did the thing they had to do. Bouncers beat down. Keep it like that. Hope for the best, and yeah. We've got some interaction. We just didn't see it. Maybe it's high time to start off with Savage Stomp. Perhaps. More decks, the majority of decks have creatures than ones that don't. It would basically just be Azorius Control that doesn't have creatures. Everything else, Savage Stomp, I mean, perhaps that's the missing link. Come to think of it. Yeah. Sometimes it will be a dead card, unfortunately, but Savage Stomp, of course, is the thing. I imagine if any of you guys have played Dinos, most of you have, or you've looked into it. Savage Stomp does the trick, and this hand will not. Not even a source of green for Domri eventually. Oh, hey, we got something good. Yes, indeed. Eventually. Get it. Galta, well, you know what? I think there's a decent chance we will get to Galta. Of course, we did see some of their early interaction with double tail swipes. Yeah. Back-to-back Galtas. Interesting. The only 2 copies I have in the deck. Yeah, I'm just happy they didn't get to turn 1 Dork. Very fortunate. And we know they don't have counter spells as well, so I mean it's really looking up. No leyline binding. Beautiful. Maybe could get Galta next turn, depending. If I draw another Marauding Raptor. Close, close. Can play most stuff, though. That's pretty good. We're getting there. Trainix Rex next turn, and we should be off to the races. Land plus tail swipe is going to be rough stuff, though. Eventually. I think that's what they'll do. But how's it going? Hopefully all is well. At least a little bit better than how it's going here. Some hits, some misses tonight. That's okay. There's bound to be some. Of course, I'm not going to block the Kazandu Mammoth. Strange. Do they have something at instant speed? Is it that tail swipe? I don't know. Other land, next turn, you can do it. Or they finish it off with a fight spell. Seeing if I would block, then they could save the interaction for a later creature. Or they're just kind of new. This gets us Galta. That's where it's at. Oh, beautiful. At least we got the queen. Does the trick. Tends to do the trick. Yeah, I must say, I was certain it was going to be Mono Green Devotion again. I haven't faced that a lot. It's been a lot of black-based stuff. Okay, so Collected Company. I guess I could have oh, they got nothing. Oh, the ultimate revenge. Beautiful. Collected Company, pay for instant speed to do nothing. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Collected Company whiff. Probably a long time since any of you guys have seen Collected Company whiff. I do like Stompy as well. Verona's not gonna save him. Can't attack or block unless they do have a creature with power 4 or greater. Yeah. bottom. Beautiful. Oh, okay, okay. So I know it's collected company. Interesting stuff. I'm still thinking Brotherhood's End. Boom, yes, yes indeed. And you know what, I'll keep it like that. Hope for the best. Although we've seen at least a couple times tonight. You know, nice explosive potential with Snapdax, mutating, scary dino. But I do and have highlighted a point with things early on being awkward. Savai Triumph maybe not being Castle Garenbrig or Secluded Courtyard. No 2 sources of green, 2 sources of red. That sort of thing. Seems like a pretty reasonable hand. A bunch of lands and stuff for 2. Pretty good chance we'll see something bigger, more impactful. Certainly we've seen worse tonight. It's almost like this person plays control. They've been playing so slow each turn. I don't think it's lag. Pretty sure it's not. Your guess is as good as mine. They just picked up Mono Green Stompy after playing Azorius Control and Jeskai Control for years, and they're going through thinking of all the best stuff and maybe. Love Struck Beast, okay. Rotting Raptor as well. That's actually quite fantastic. That does mean Tyrannosaurus Rex next turn. Beautiful. We got 4 mana for a dino. We'll get a 5th one. Tyrannosaurus Rex is currently reduced to 5 mana. Of course, they could have interaction as we saw with the tail swipes. Hopefully that's not the case. The Great Henge? Maybe. Oh, don't highlight one of my creatures. Don't do it. Of course, I may not want to attack with Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hopefully they do attack with a Love-Struck Beast and then they might... Oh, okay. Ooh. Boom for them. Yes. Defiler of Vigor. Okay, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Oh, good. They do attack with the beast. I must say, yeah, very nice seeing just regular, good old Mono Green Stompy. We got the thing. Of course, will Defiler of Vigor block? I don't think so. So we should get some nice chunks of damage off on him. Maybe it will. Take this opportunity to take it out. I think they can kill us next turn. I mean, they will have a bunch of damage, that's for sure. It's going to be mostly dead. We'll see. If they do have some fighting interaction, it's probably definitely dead. 2 tail swipes. That would do the trick. Hasty Galta next turn. If they still have a bunch of stuff sticking around. Oh god, Eternal Ronus tends to do the trick. Actually, Love-Struck Beast can attack, which is also quite nice. Being hit for 14, not so much. It's pretty good that Love-Struck Beast was turned off. Because now they don't have a 1-1, they just have a lot of powerful things. Fantastic though, boom for the opponent. I can almost save myself. Well, I can say myself, but no, we're not going to get the job done. Go down to almost dead. It is unfortunate that God Eternal Ronus gave them all vigilance. That does not do the trick. No siree. Mono green Stompy gets it done. All right. I must say, it has been a pretty fantastic spread of decks tonight overall. Lots of different things. Bjorn, someone also using this avatar. Perhaps Dinos versus Dinos once again. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful starting hand. Absolutely an instant keep. Technically 3 sources of red, which does mean Marauding for 1 red on turn 3. Rampaging Raptor for 2 red. Better than Rakdos, yes, definitely. Maybe they see Savai Triumph, they think, oh, what's it gonna be? They said hello. Oh, does that mean they're gonna kill whatever I play? Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully not. Yes. Nuts. Mono red something or other. Yeah, 4 Thoughtseize of scary stuff, yeah. Doesn't seem to be Rakdos. Could be Chromatic Red, Mono Red Devotion, also a possibility. Get that Regisaur down though. Nice aggression. Use up all available mana for the turn. If the token wants to block our token, that would be fine by me. I don't know. Mono red could be a lot of things, actually. Rest in peace, I hope. Hopefully you guys rest in peace if you passed out and are watching this next morning. Yeah, it just looks like... Oh, Chromatic Red, as I thought. Aha. Or just Mono Red Ramp with Chandra Hope's Beacon to smoke some stuff, perhaps. And rough. Be taking Chandra out though, so that is nice. Love it. They did all that work just to lose her. Red creativity, oh, possibly. I haven't seen it really before, but hopefully we bought ourselves some time, owing to the fact that she just went down. Okay, red creativity, red, mono red, chromatic red, I guess. So they got Cascading Cataracts, they spend 5, they tap it for 5 mana of any color, and then it meets the requirement of Golos. They have to have 7 in total, 1 of each color plus 2. But what am I thinking? Domri to fight Golos. Get that guy out of here. Don't ask questions. Dead. Boom. That's where it's at. That's what you do. It is pretty nutty. I've faced this sort of thing before, and I kill him. Okay. Yeah, I can go over the explanation. Sometimes they do have Nykthos, but pretty much just make a bunch of red. Of course, Chandra Hope's Beacon, the +2 to add 2 mana right there, so that might help get to the final 2 that allows for Golos. And again, the 1 mana of any color is usually always made by Cascading Cataracts, and then they play some stuff. It's like mono red ramp with that as a payoff. Scary for sure. Removal and things, but definitely Domri saved the day. Boom. Golos is Ganos. But it is what it is. And what is it that I want to do? I say I keep it the same. Sometimes they have creatures, but it seems for the most part they just ramp. Maybe Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That goblin token potentially could get them the treasure that they need for a following turn explosive play, but I think this is going to be nice. Of course, 8 chances to see interaction with the 4. Ooh, okay. Well, 5 ways, you said that was nutty. There's the nuts. Again, I will get to adding the second one at some point. I got a backlog of stuff. Hey. Weird. Yay is right, yeah. Okay, so your guys' bet is as good as mine. It's definitely better than that night a little bit ago where it was like 4 Rakdos and 2 Dimir Rogues. Man, that was rough stuff. You felt the fear from here, Matthias. Good. Alright, let's bring the fear and strike the fear in this opponent. Oh boy. I can make that work. A source of green, a source of red with Savai Tram to get Darmy. Turn 2 Pillar of Origins. Bing bang. Might be nice. 4 mana in total for Snapdax, if it makes sense to do so. Possibly this is Rakdos. Back-to-back Chromatic Red would be... That'd be wacky. I'm not much for conspiracy. Okay, Izzet. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell, but I would not be surprised if that was the case. Make us pay 2. Usually it's not censor. The other thing. Or they have a braid that might destroy it. I'm afraid of a braid. Phew. It's, the name escapes me. The one where they make you pay 2 and it has the casualty to double it. To make you pay 4. What do I try? That's the question. Imagine they'd counter anything. Let's try for Rampaging Raptor, though. Would be nice to get Snapdax next turn. Mutate it on Rampaging. Make disappear. Yes, that is it. I knew it. I was like, M something. Oh, well, Rampaging lands. That is quite welcome. Hopefully no Torrential Gearhulk. They can't go Torrential Gearhulk quite. Oh, they're stumbling in the land department, I think. Oh, okay, I get it. I should have gotten that joke. I should have gotten it. Is what? Is it where? Because it's disappeared. Huh. Maybe they still don't have a counterspell. I'm going to try for Domri. If that's the case, it's going to be good. Perhaps. Either they take out Rampaging Raptor, or they maybe counter Domri. But I still get to go Marauding Raptor either way with Pillar of Origins and Unclaimed Territory. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Spell Pierce. They don't have a source of blue, so you know Marauding Raptor is safe. But yeah, I do get those ones confused. Oh, they want to do something bad. Hey, doubling up on Fiery Impulses that's okay. It's not the worst thing. We drew out 2 pieces of removal. One of those would have taken out Marauding. They had to deal 6 damage just to take a Rampaging Raptor at 4 toughness. But speaking of a braid, afraid of a braid. Pay 2 life, just in case they do have something that makes me want to pay 2. I'm just happy to see that animation again. They're probably going to do something to him. Maybe this is the time I get to mutate a Snapdax onto a Snapdax for 2 instances of 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker and 8 life. And there's Torrential Gearhulk coming in hot. Returning Snapdax. Creating a token that's a copy of Torrential Gearhulk. That's it. That's definitely it. One day, JDX, if you keep reminding me about Liliana Dinos, yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it one day. I was going to say, where's that shifting Ceratops when you need it? We still might have a very, very slim chance. I'll just replay it. Hope it sticks around. Hope I can mutate finally. But I think they'll still do something painful right now. Yeah. One day we'll do Liliana of the Veil and Dinosaurs. Of course, Liliana of the Veil is pretty fantastic. Well, for a week, I'm not going to listen to you. I don't listen to anybody. I play dinos all the time. I've done so for years. So it's pretty clear I don't listen to anybody. Playing one thing all the time. But that tends to do the trick. They got the things they needed, and yeah. I'm a rebel. Yes. Pretty much the biggest rebel. Of course, there are a few other people that play one deck. Maybe not quite as religiously as I do. Yeah, something different. I enjoy it. Yes, listen to your heart. As long as you enjoy what you're doing, spending your time doing it. But I have the added benefit of this being videos and live and chatting to people. So it's like a double whammy. I like it. I like that. Yeah. Not saying it'll never change, but you can imagine after 4+ years, there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to keep up with this, because at the very least it is fairly unique. However, we do have to think about taking out Torrential Gearhulk. And it is the second time I've faced Izzet Gearhulk today. Tranquil Throwback, of course, is the thing against this deck. It enters, we exile their graveyard, so Torrential Gearhulk never does anything else, and we can straight up destroy Torrential Gearhulk because it is an artifact creature. As long as we pay 2 green, that is mean against this specific deck. But Tranquil Throwback is not in for that versatility. Too bad. Possibly could just be Rampaging Frostodon, switch that out for Throwback to cover more angles a little bit nicer. Keep it like that. I could see that. Yeah, let's do it. Snapdax, kind of hit and miss Lord's Judgment. Haven't really seen Snapdax happen too often. But of course that is a possibility. Sometimes the thing I feature for the night doesn't show up as much as I would like. Now, that hand, no. I was worried about seeing an instance of lots of Savai Triomes and all tap lands is never. Cat Tribal. Oh, okay. Cat Tribal has some very fantastic support, I must say. Yes, absolutely, Pterosaurus. I've thought about that, yes. I haven't tried the new Galta and Mavrin quite yet. It's going to happen one of these days. Making a big dinosaur token, of course. Attacking with Galta and Mavrin because naturally dinosaur decks, there's a good chance they have haste. Either from Otepic Huntmaster, Regisaur Alpha. So getting to attack with Galta and Mavrin, making a 12/12 dinosaur that's also attacking is going to be pretty surprising. It's also a little Surprising and unfortunate I didn't see a third land yet, but yeah. Yeah, definitely the Grook's Uprising. It's fantastic, especially with Marauding Raptor. Oftentimes that's big and, well, Marauding gets chump blocked into oblivion, sadly. Oh yes, definitely cats. Of course, some of the cats can be pretty cheap, but the cats get bigger when you play more cats and more lords of cats. Scratch them to death, I guess, JDX. Oh, Crusher is lovely. 5 for a 6/6 trample. Oftentimes it can have haste, which is also pretty darn sweet. I'm just going to play shifting again. Maybe they have something to do with it, but it seems like they didn't do anything to anyone. So perhaps this is going to be good. Maybe that Mutavault blocks the shifting that is temporarily dealt damage, but of course I would be fine to take out a Mutavault, take out a land at that. Fiery Impulse, but if they did have Fiery Impulse, they would have used it on the previous turn. Okay, so that is what they're doing. Alright. That's okay. I have a Shifting Ceratops still. Connect for a bunch of damage, and they better do something. Well, I don't see them getting out of this situation. Ugh, no. The Legends Beyond cards, yes. It is nice, all the combinations. Of course it does turn people off, but hey, we got him. Phew. Yeah, that is definitely getting a little bit wacky, I must say. Lord of the Rings, of course. I think that's one of the things that fits best with Magic the Gathering, fantasy and elves. People can kind of get behind that, but hey, I mean, as Magic the Gathering said, some of their high-up execs, if you don't want to buy the product, don't buy it. All the products might not be for all the people. Buy the product that's right for you and all that stuff, which, I guess. It is a flavor win, absolutely. Yeah, Galton Mavrin, I'm going to try it out. Maybe tonight could have been that. Again, because I can make white sources work pretty easily. Galton Mavrin requiring 2 sources of white. So that's definitely not a big hoop to jump through. And it's just good in general. This game isn't trash. This game is the best trading card ever made. Trading card game. Better than regular playing cards. Oh, better than poker. Better than Pokemon. This game is absolutely unbeatable. Well, there you go. That's a sarcasm, if you're wondering. Warhammer definitely is nice too. I love the art, the legendary creatures from the Warhammer set. Those are pretty cool. Red Terror, or the Red Terror, I believe it is. I like that. It adds so much stuff. If you don't like the thing, you don't buy the thing, but it's nice to give as many people options because it supports a game that you may or may not like. Hopefully you like the game if you're playing it, but then it would just keep the game around longer. It would bring new people into the game that otherwise would not have been brought in, which is also nice. There's definitely lots of product. You know, they could perhaps slow it down, maybe with the regularly release sets. It seems like, oh, spoiler season, 2 weeks later, new spoiler season. Certainly does feel like it gets a little much sometimes. But yes, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, that is going to be the best. Bash with Orcs, Lord Judgment, that is going to be satisfying. You're going to get your chance pretty soon. If it wasn't released already. I think it's releasing in a few days, I'm pretty sure. Maybe next week. I don't know. I think if it's a ghost town, maybe they won't rebuild. They'll just make a completely new game. Maybe I'll have to find something that also involves dinosaurs. Or go back to League of Legends, something like that. But I definitely don't think this game is over anytime soon. Certainly nice to get Domri down, and they won't be going with Torrential Gearhulk. Seems they stumbled in the lands. Yes, they did. A mass with orcs. Okay, okay. Well, it's got to be Savai Traum eventually, but I want to take out that goblin. They still might get you know what, you know who, but keeping them off of one treasure might be what we need. Let's do it. Of course, if they do the Magma Opus thing, shifting Ceratops is immune completely. Magma Opus can't target shifting. Torrential Gearhulk and the Elemental can't block it. Can't tap it. It is beautiful. Hey, no, that's good. Even if you don't play this game or you don't play Dinosaur decks, I'm always happy to have you JDX. Anybody else? Makes it better. Of course, I'd still do this if I was talking to nobody. Sometimes most of you guys pass out, and that is understandable. I still talk to you when you rewatch it or start off from where you left over. Shifting lives. Next turn, another Domri. Fight the Gearhulk. Boom. They're only left with a 4/4 elemental. So that might buy us some time. Oh, actually another. Oh, I like this. I like this. But still, definitely, I want to take that thing out. Oh, look at that. How much of a pretty sight is it? It is. Don't know anything about League, huh? Yeah, hopefully it isn't too late, 5 ways. Question is, do I want to save Domri? Nah, we're going to hit him. We're going to start with pretty fantastic clock. Lose Domri next turn, but another hasty shifting for a total of 10. Possibly take him down to 4. Maybe. That is good. That is good. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to have fantastic content. It's going to be interesting to see what other people think is the best way to do dinos. And oh, dinos were absolutely trash before Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I don't think that's the case. Of course, there is lots of different ways to play them, do them. Yeah. Definitely going to bring in a few more subscribers, at least, I would imagine. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Maybe I get early access. Potentially, I could just keep asking wizards, hey, I play dinos. Can I get a preview card? A preview card would be pretty sweet. Maybe. Although it is pretty painful. Down to 8. Can't attack. Definitely dead. Will we just... Well, Pillar of Origins at least. I can go with that. Dinosaur. Still play shifting. That's something. Reflection of Kiki Jiki is going to copy Torrential Gearhulk next turn. Both shiftings could block the Gearhulks. Maybe we're not dead. Getting pretty close. The date for Ixalan. I don't know about the dates, no. But your first set, fantastic stuff. It was the first set, well, the main set that brought me back to it after being off for a few years, and I just love that I've stuck with one thing for so long. Just keep grinding away, tweaking things, testing things, and look back at what worked, what didn't work. certainly Shifting Ceratops works pretty good against what we're facing right now. Guess they'll probably make a copy of the Gearhulk at the end of our turn. So if the end of turn has started, then Reflection of Kiki-Jiki makes the copy. That copy sticks around. It's not sacrificed because it's sacrificed at the beginning of the end. But if it's the end of the end, it stays there. Okay, I guess not. Well, Tyrannix Rex could have been nice. Guess we'll wait and see. Hope for another land. Yeah, it was dinos had their time to shine. There was a period of 3 months, maybe less than 3 months, with M20. So we got Shifting Ceratops, Marauding Raptor, bunch of good stuff with all the other dino things. They were pretty fantastic for just a tiny window. I heard they were scared about dinos being too powerful. So that's why they had Marauding Raptor and Shifting Ceratops in M20 instead of M19, and dinos, the really good version, the better version, would have been legal for a year and 3 months, roughly, instead of just a tiny 3 months. A little bit unfortunate. Indomitable Creativity, potentially. Maybe they'll sacrifice both those goblins. That'd be rough. I'll take 2. I think they have something that could deal damage to Shifting. 2, 3. Oh, good stuff. Mono green. Mono green is very nice. Yes, dinos are needed. Yeah, my first deck, main deck, some of you guys may know this, it was Snake Tribal with the original Kamigawa countered. We dodged all the counter spells with Shifting and not so with Snapdax. Yeah. Wonder what Torrential Gearhulk is going to do. Okay, I get it. I know when it's over. Yeah. All right. Yeah, didn't end on a positive note. Had some pretty fantastic conversations, though. Mouth is dry. Yeah, it was good. We didn't see Snapdax quite as much as I would have hoped, though. November, oh, it's getting close. And we're going to get Cavern of Souls, for anybody that knows that. Name a specific creature type, 1 man of any color, and that creature can't be countered. Oh, Control is going to be very scared when they reprint it. Counting down the days. Yeah, oh, good stuff. Hopefully all you guys have a good night. 5 Ways, Lord Judgment, Matthias. If I can scroll, why am I not scrolling? Huh. JDX, happy to see you. Even though you don't like the game, I do appreciate when you watch me cut. Lots of people. Pterosaurus, everybody. Have a good night. Peace. Oh, yeah. Gonna save the wild cards. Yeah. I'm pretty good in that department now. 35 rares, 12 mythics. It's gonna be beautiful. Definitely buying a paper. Yeah, alright. Thanks for that. The Dino Master, even if you don't win, you have fun. You get her done. Eventually. Peace. Speak no evil. Yeah.